Hi, everybody. I am going to share with you this outline document that I made in an effort to help everyone with the Unit 4 assignment. So I have not provided an outline for this assignment before, but I want to make sure that everybody does his best, gets as good of a good gets as good of a grade that they can on this assignment. So I will be posting this on Blackboard, but I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did. So this will be the partial Unit 4 outline. I did not do the entire outline for you because I did that for Unit 2, so you should already know how to write an outline. It's you're in a junior level class. So my presumption is that you have been through high school and other college courses, you know how to write an outline. So with this, I'm just kind of giving you a little bit of a head start in an effort to help, and it'll be your job to complete it. So at the top, big and bold, I've written that it's not complete. You need to complete it, but you do not need to turn this outline in. This is just to help you make sure that you have everything for your Unit 4 assignment. So what I've done is I've taken basically up to the introduction part of the template. And all I did was just copy and paste these major parts into this document. So you're still going to use the template. Do not turn this in like this is all that you need to turn in. This is just to guide you with what you're going to write. So, like I said, all I did was paste these um, top level headers and then provide more information about what goes on that in that section. So let's go through it. And then when I get down to the abstract, I will show you exactly my process. So for the cover page, obviously just use the cover page that I've provided you on the template. That's easy. For the abstract, and the rest of this, except the table of contents. But for the abstract, executive summary, and introduction, what I did was I opened the second example. So it's from 4 Square Woodworking. So this is in the Unit 4 folder. And to write this report, like the textbook, this is from an older textbook. If you have the newer textbook, you can use that example. All of the examples are very similar. They just have slightly different markup on the side. But if you read and follow the examples in the textbook, you will, it explains like every single part of the document, and it makes it very easy to start your writing. So all I did was I opened the second example that's in the Unit 2 document. I'm sorry, the Unit 4 folder. Sorry. This is the second example. And all I'm doing is looking at what the markup says on the side and then putting it in the outline. So you can do the same thing. So we're starting with, I actually don't require you to write this letter. You can if you want to get practice, but the template starts here with this cover page and then the abstract. So all I've done is I looked at what's on the side over here and put that into bullet points over here. So for this document, you need to make it look like either one of, the book examples or the student example. So for the abstract, it says write a single paragraph that tells the following. You look at the example, you can see that it's written in a single paragraph. This is just the way that formal reports are made. This is not something I made up or my personal liking or whatever, but this is just how formal reports are written in the academic world or in the business world. So you put the word abstract up here, you put your title, prepared by, your name, like whoever worked on it with you, and then it should be one single paragraph, like this block style. And I'm sorry for the the lawnmowers and stuff in the background. I can't control that either. But so in this abstract, you will write the purpose of the research project, the research methods, and the recommendation. So you know already that you need to have looked at least 2 to 3 different devices that you researched, and then you pick one. Every semester, someone does not do this. This is the easiest part of the assignment. So you compare 2 to 3 computers or laptops or whatever is in your on your for your business, and then you talk about the one that you're recommending, and later in the document you'll explain why and all that stuff. But at this point you just write the exact recommendation. So you can, when you go read this, you need to actually go read these and read the markup on the side, the annotations on the side. So when you read this, you'll see that the content here is exactly what's here. Okay, so that's the abstract. For the table of contents, that's really easy. Um, you've seen a table of contents before, and you just include the headers and the page numbers. So that's pretty straightforward. You can, if you know how to do it in Word with styles, you can do it that way. If you want me to make a video about how to do this, usually people are not interested in getting that deep into the woods on how to use Word. But if you would like me to make a video on that, I am happy to do that. But otherwise, you can manually do this. Just write contents or table of contents at the top, and then the headers and the page numbers. Very simple. For the next part is the executive summary. So again, you write your executive summary at the top. And another note, don't write your name and stuff, because this is a business report. It's not like a report from a like a what is it, freshman level course or something like that. It's a business report, so you only just need the page number. You don't have to put your name and the page number and all that stuff. Just put the page number. It's totally fine. For the executive summary, let's look at what this has. So this executive summary has 1, 2, 3, 4. I usually don't tell people like exactly how many paragraphs to write, or certainly exactly how many words to have, because in business writing, it's better to just get to the point. So sometimes if I say you need this many words or whatever, people will fill the report with a bunch of extra fluff that is not helpful or useful or even makes sense. So don't do that. Just cut to the point, get to the point, just write what you need to write. Make sure it's clear and it's understandable, but this is not poetry. You don't have to fill it with a bunch of extra unnecessary flowery stuff. Just get to the point. It should be plain and easy to understand. So, but for the purposes of trying to help you, if it helps you to have like a little bit of guidance on how much information you should include, you can take a look at the examples and compare. So this example on this executive summary, it has 4 paragraphs. So what I've done is I read each of these, and then I also read the annotations on the side, and then I just wrote it down. So paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4. And I won't read this obviously, but now you know exactly what to put in each of the paragraphs. So you don't have to be the teacher to do this. You can literally just read the example, read the annotations, and it lays it out very plainly for you what's in each paragraph. For the introduction, so this is where I am going to stop on this outline, and then you can do the rest. So for the introduction, it has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 5 full paragraphs and like a little sentence at the bottom to help you transition to the next part. And then you can see the next part is the research methods. But for the introduction, looking back at our outline, I have paragraphs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the last line, that's what goes there. So that is what I suggest that you do if you're having trouble kind of mentally just following along with the examples. Um, I do recommend, and I've recommended this before, that you read all of the examples. Don't just follow the student example. It's good, but it's not perfect. So if you are looking for something that is more explanatory, you have to read the examples I've posted, or you can read the examples in your textbook. I post these examples from older textbooks because sometimes students cannot afford the textbook or something, and this is the best that I can do without getting in trouble about, posting like examples from the newest textbook. But the textbooks change very little um, from the different versions. So that's why I share these. I don't want people to not pass the class because they can't afford the textbook. The newer textbook is better, has more explanations and stuff, but I don't want you to fail because you can't afford the textbook. So that's why I try to post a lot of examples, but you have to read them and you have to study them. I can't really hand feed this stuff to you. So for the research methods section, you can do the same thing. If you're having trouble with um, knowing exactly what to put for your research methods, first look at how it's outlined. Look at how it's presented here. It needs to look like this in your document. So it needs to have the header, it needs to have an opening sentence, and they need to be numbered. And like the easiest way that you can kind of improve your grade is just to make sure it looks like what it's supposed to look like. Very simple. That's important. So make sure to do that. And then you can read these annotations along the side to know what type of information to put in your document. So I hope that helps. I will post this immediately so you can use this as reference. And again, I really recommend that you fill this out if you are having trouble knowing what to put in what section. I hope that helps. Please email me if you have questions.